So Flextail have brought out the new Max Pump 3, and I'm going to compare that against the latest version of the Tiny Pump 2X. So the Max Pump 3 is a little bit larger, a little bit heavier, but considerably more powerful and long-lasting with a bigger battery. It also has a couple of little tricks up its sleeve, which I'll show you. So I'll get the box open and show you what comes in the pack. So here is the pump itself, and in here you have your instruction manual, you have all your different air nozzles and a storage bag and a charging cable, and also another little adapter, which makes a big difference on this little pump. Very simply, to turn it on, you've got pump and you've got light. So to turn on the light, you double press it, and you've got various different light options available on here. So if I press and hold the button now, it will dim right down and then flash when it gets to the lowest setting. Now that is at 10 lumens, and it can run for up to 49 hours on this 10 lumen level. Press and hold it again and it will go back up to the maximum and flash when it gets there. If I press the button on its own once, you've then got what they call camp mode, but it's basically different light settings where you can have one side, all of it, or just some of it on. The pump, same thing, double press the button. And if you press and hold it, it slows it down so you can get longer use out of the pump, and this will work up to 60 minutes in total runtime. Now obviously at one end it will blow air out, and at the other end it will suck air in, so you can use this as a vacuum pump or to pump things up. What is nice is on the back of it, on the top rather, there is actually a carabiner. So you can hang this thing up on any loop that's in your tent. And I think that is a big, big winner. When you compare it to the tiny X2 pump, so all you've got is a fixed bar across here, which means you need a hook to hang it inside your tent. So the tent has to have a hook on the top, or if you've got a loop, then you need to put a carabiner on here. Some people do pull that open and then hook it on and put it on there, but why? Why should I? It's a pain, and it can also break it and cause it to bend over time and then not click back on and lock properly. So the carabiner, I think, is a great idea. Now, in the bag of adapters for the new Max Pump 3, you've not only got your usual array of different adapters for different types of mats and air beds and what have you, you've also got a screw-in one here. So this will connect to a vacuum seal bag, to obviously vacuum seal bags. But there is also this little adapter here. Now, as you can see on here, it has a 1/4 inch thread. So what you can do with your lantern is you pop that on the end, connect it to a tripod, and then you can stand this up, and rather than having a lamp hanging, you've got yourself a tripod lantern. That's a great idea. Very clever. Similar to the normal pumps, your accessories just connect onto there. And they also connect onto the back for vacuuming air back out again. So if you want to suck the air out of your mat instead of compressing it, you can do that as well. So side-by-side comparison, the Max Pump 3 is a little bit larger. Not a huge amount, maybe 3/4 of an inch or so. Width-wise is pretty much identical, so there's no real difference in the volume there. The specs in comparison to each other, so this will pump out 500 litres per minute, and this is 180 litres per minute. So that is a drastic difference between the power levels of these two pumps. The Tiny Pump 2X is IP44 waterproof. There is no information as to whether or not this is waterproof, and I would say it isn't, simply because of the fact that the USB-C charge port is quite obviously open there, whereas on the Tiny Pump 2X, it has a sealed cover. So I wouldn't use this outside in the wet. This also has a magnet on the bottom, so you can attach it to metallic objects under your car or what have you. But then again, this has a carabiner clip, so you can hang it on things as well. So probably similar on that. The Tiny Pump 2X will give you 24 hours of light on the lowest light setting. So that will be at 30 lumens. And this will go from 30 to 230 lumens on its 3 different level settings. The Max Pump 3 will give you 49 hours of light, again on its lowest setting. So that is at 10 lumens. And this will go up to 300 lumens of light in total when on full power using both of those lights. Okay, so let's see what the weight difference is between these two. So this is in grams. Tiny Pump 2X is exactly 100 grams. The new Max Pump 3, 121. 21 grams in it. That is not a lot. So realistically between these two, apart from the size difference, this is marginally lighter, 21 grams, and that's it, but considerably more powerful at 500 litres per minute. And obviously brighter, and the light will last longer as well. And it has the carabiner, and you can put it on a tripod, and I think that's a really, really good idea and quite handy, particularly for me because I bring out camera equipment and tripods. So I think this Max Pump 3 has got quite a few more benefits over the Tiny Pump X2. But what are they like for blowing up a mattress? So let's do a speed test and see how quick they are in comparison to each other. One thing I did mention is Flextail also sent me out a very nice little box that obviously the new Max Pump 3 fits into, which is great, but it's a bit bulky. So I wouldn't use that. I would literally just put it in the bag that it comes in with the nozzles. Nice touch, maybe for car camping, but not for wild camping. Okay, so I'm going to be pumping up my Light Tour mat. Now this is a very large mat. You know, it's not as big as my Thermarest Neo Air Extern, but it's probably the largest you're going to get apart from that one. So it's a full-size rectangular mat. Okay, so first I'm going to test the Tiny Pump 2X. The nozzle sizes are the same, so whatever nozzles you've got that fit this will also fit the Max Pump 3. Okay, connect that in there. See how quick it does it. So 58 seconds, pretty much 1 minute, dead on. I will empty the air out of this, start again, and try it with the Max Pump 3. Okay, so that's been completely flattened now. So I'm going to connect the Max Pump 3, which won't connect. Okay, that will connect. It is a very, very tight connection. Try again. Okay, Max Pump 3. That is done in just over 20 seconds. It was 25, but it was inflated before I hit that. That is incredibly quick. I didn't even get a chance to zoom in and out to show the mattress fully inflated. It also seems quieter. Let's see what you think. Tell me what you think on the sound. Now I'm just going to jump in here because I've just listened to this back on my phone, watching the video before I go and edit it. And on my phone, the Max Pump 3 actually sounds louder than the Tiny Pump 2X. Now I think that is because this is very, very high pitched. So to the natural ear, this sounds considerably louder than this, which is a lower pitch. So rather than it being volume, it's more to do with the pitch. but in real life, in reality, this sounds a lot louder than this does, believe me. That's the max. Yeah. That is considerably quieter for a more powerful pump. Now, as I've always said, I'm never in a rush when I go camping, generally. So the fact that it will pump it up in 20 seconds is handy, but it doesn't make a massive difference to me. But it's also considerably quieter, and that does make a difference to me. It is slightly larger, but the light is more powerful. The pump is more powerful. It has a actual carabiner clip, so I can hang it up in any tent that I've got, whether it's got a hook or a loop in it. That is a game changer for me. And also the fact that I can put it on a tripod, so I can stand it up while I'm sitting outside my tent at night time and actually have light glowing down into the tent when I'm not filming and using the tripod that you guys are sitting on. So yeah, I am really impressed with this. As always, I will put a link in the description where you can buy it. It is an affiliate link. Flextail did send this out to me to test, but I will be taking this on my future camps and using it in my videos as well. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, as always, hit the thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you on the next one.